Cloudcast Media.
Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, amplifying the voices of social impact organizations, entrepreneurs, local nonprofits, and other community champions who shape the culture, creativity, and connectivity of San Diego. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, bringing good things to San Diego for over 60 years. Learn more about what is good for you and good for all by visiting www.missionfed.com.
I'm Drew Schlosberg with Cloudcast Media. You can be listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show. We are the nation's longest-running community podcast in our 20th year, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. 60 years that is doing phenomenal things for folks living in our county, whether it's with Alzheimer's or whether it's the arts, food insecurity, the homeless. They are always involved in some of these key causes. It's so good to have back in one of our frequent guests and one of our beloved guests, and that is Agnes Barrelet. She is the founder and executive director of the Alpine Acres Sanctuary Farm. Agnes, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Always good to have you in here. Shame on me, I forgot to tee you up to bring in a pet. You've brought in pets before. They've been the star of the show. So the next time you come in, we'll make sure we tee you up with a pet. How's that sound?
It sounds good. I almost did, actually, this morning.
You should have. What pet were you going to bring?
A bunny.
Oh, a bunny. Okay. How big is the bunny?
It's a regular size bunny. It just arrived, so I'm like, oh, maybe I can bring
You
it.
should have brought. Oh my goodness! All right, next time, just you have a full permission to bring in any type
Okay.
of a bunny. And when you say you just arrived, where did the bunny arrive from?
He was owned by a family, well, a young couple that just got a baby, and the baby is allergic to the bunny, so they couldn't keep the bunny.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was it tough to decide which one to get rid of? No, of course it wasn't. I'm kidding when I say that. But no, and that's very true.
It's sad.
Yeah, and that happens. You know, I remember when our daughter was born, the youngest daughter. I had my what was Bo? Bo was a retriever, German Shepherd mix. But it was toward the end of his life and all that, and it was pretty mellow at the time. But we were making sure that Bo wasn't going to be doing goofy things with the baby, and he wasn't. But that's a big deal. How long have you been involved with the Alpine Acres Sanctuary Farm? You obviously the founder of it, but how many years?
Since 2015.
2015,
Mm-hmm.
right? Exactly. And are you growing? Is it expanding? Is it staying the same? Talk about that.
Well, we are taking more animals in. It's always evolving. We have animals, unfortunately, who passed away because of old age or illnesses. And then we have new animals coming in. So it's always changing. Growing, we are at 193 animals currently. So this number also varies. And we are growing a little bit. We have more visitors coming in.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But our costs are growing as well, so we are
Right.
still in the same position.
No, that's yeah. Whenever you get more visitors, you think just as soon as you get over the hump, you go. Of course, here's the inflation that comes to that aspect. Of the 193 animals, are most of them a certain type of animal, or they're all over the board? Of course.
It's quite all over the board. We have from the guinea pigs actually the gecko will be the smallest one. And to the camels will be the largest ones.
So how many camels do you have?
We have 3 camels.
Okay, so 3 camels. And how do you get the camels? Do they someone drop them off, or do they come from zoos, or they come from where?
They came from different families that couldn't keep them for different reasons.
So can families have camels?
They were out of state.
Okay.
And they were doing, one was doing nativity scenes and camel rides. And then the other 2, I don't really know what they were doing, but they were from Oklahoma State and Florida.
Wow. So they come from all over then. Mm-hmm. Do you have any animals that come from out of the country?
No.
So all are in the United States.
Yeah.
Some from Mexico, maybe? No.
Nope.
Really? Okay. And, there is a limit to what people can have as a pet, correct?
That's correct.
What is your largest animal? Or how about this, the one that weighs the most? Do you have a hippo?
No.
No hippos. Okay, very good.
Well, the ones that weighs the most will be the camel.
Okay.
I will think they are like about 1,500 pounds to
Oh, my goodness.
1,800 pounds.
Right. Okay, so the oldest camel that you've had, first of all, how old are those camels?
They are, one is 14 years old, the other one is 18 years old, and there is another one, I think it's 9-year-old now.
Right. So you guys opened up in 2011, so this is your 15th year, correct?
So my nonprofit, I started my nonprofit in 2011.
Right.
And my first project was a preschool in Africa, in Burkina Faso. So we have a preschool, we have a scholarship program in Burkina Faso.
Okay.
But then I started the sanctuary in 2015.
Oh, 2015. Okay, very good. So when you... I'm trying to get back to see when your first camel came on.
Oh.
Exactly. And you've taken care of such a diverse group, from a gecko to a camel and everything in between. Okay?
Yes, everything in between.
Right. How do they, get along? And do you know they'll get along, or do you have to do by trial by error? And when they don't get along, they get in different cages or pens or different parts of the farm?
Well, we have different enclosures, different sizes. Different animals require different settings. When we can put them together, we do. Right now, we only have we have some pastures with pigs and goats. We have pastures with mini horses and goats. We have an African pasture with watuzis, zebus, and an ostrich. But then we have a pasture with only zebus. Or only horses. Or we have also another pasture with mini donkeys and llamas and alpacas. So it depends. And of course, we have our barnyard enclosure where we have pigs, chicken, ducks, turkey,
How many acres do you folks have?
We have 20 acres.
So you're 20 acres, okay, which actually seems like a lot, but with 193 animals, they can be...
Well, I'm counting 8 quails.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So how many folks work with you on this, and how do you even keep track of all these animals?
We have a team of 13 people, not working all full-time.
Right.
We are very lean as far as the team goes, but we also have volunteers coming, and we make it work. It's well organized, that's for sure.
Well, I know one of the key things that you do, you want to make sure that everybody is exposed to animals, animal welfare, especially these aren't the ones you see walking around your neighborhood usually, to say the least, on this, and especially with kids, so they can have an appreciation of animals. How much of that is where you work with the school children? Well,
I created the farm for the kids. And I was not supposed to be open to the public at the beginning. I was supposed to be open just for field trips. I'm very big on education, and so that's how I started. But when I saw that actually I could educate and could heal also the adults, this is when I decided to open to the public. It's a very soothing place. And we are here to educate the kids for animal husbandry. It's important that they understand that an animal is an animal. It's a living thing. It's not just a toy. And how to care for them. It helps them grow. It helps them ground. And they learn about empathy and compassion. And it's things that you just cannot learn on your phone. So it's very important. What I love about what we do is that we save animals on one hand, but we also are saving people. Or we are helping people, and that's the beauty of it.
Right. So, will you get calls also from humane societies or zoos or whatever, not just private individuals that say, "Hey, we need you to take this animal," or not necessarily?
Yeah, the Human Society or animal the animal services from the Humane Society is calling us sometimes to give us some animals. And last time we took 9 ducks, and I told them, I said, I cannot take any more drakes. And they say, no, we're just going to give you the females. And I ended up with 5 males and 4 females.
Okay, right. And then did those equal other ducks down the road?
And no, unfortunately, fortunately, we are removing the eggs, but it's it's a challenge.
Right. And are any of the animals brought there to mate and to have other babies or stuff, or not necessarily?
No. We don't breed.
Right. Got it.
All the males at the farm are neutered.
Okay. And are there any animals that just don't get along with other animals? And obviously that's why they're sort of sequestered, or not necessarily?
Well, it depends on the animals. But for example, we took in a cow that we believe has neurological issues, and she's making it very difficult for us in the cow pasture. And we had goats for the longest time. For 10 years, we had goats with the cows, and everything was fine. And when we did put this cow in, it just rocked the boat too much, and we had to relocate the cow. Actually the goats in another pasture.
Okay, I got
for their own safety.
yeah, right. Okay. And then how old is the cow?
She's I don't remember how old she is. Maybe 6 years old.
And how long does a cow live?
Well,
I mean, this cow is not going to be given to market to be made meat out of, right?
Yeah, normally, we have cows that are right now, they are 10 years old, the oldest ones, and they are starting to have arthritis.
Okay.
And our vet actually told me that they don't really know how to, we have meds for arthritis, but they don't really know how it's going to go, because it's quite rare to see cows past 6 or 7 years old, because they are not meant to live that long.
Interesting.
Because of the industry.
Right. Didn't know that. We're chatting with Agnes Barrelet. She is the founder and executive director of Alpine Acres Sanctuary Farm. I'm Drew Schlosberg of Cloudcast Media, listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. When we come back from break, we're going to talk about summer camp at the farm and field trips that the kids can go to, talk about regenerative farming, and certainly anything that Agnes wants to chat about that's going to help continue to bring these wonderful animals and the people to the animals, and grow the business. She'll have some ideas for us. We return after this very short break.
When you do your banking with Mission Fed, you get great rates on auto and home loans. That's good for you, but something good also happens for a lot of other people. We're not for profit, so we put money back into the community to help lots of great nonprofits to keep San Diego strong. So you're not just getting something good, you're doing something good. Come to Mission Fed. It's banking that's good for all.
Brand amplification is the DNA of Cloudcast Media, and our code is the powerful blending of sound, voice, and storytelling to lift local brands and their communities. Whether it is our Brandcast, Schoolcast, or Causecast platforms, the unifying ethos is all about this community, the one you call home. If you dare to dream and want to explore the brand amplification of Cloudcast, a national leader in local podcasting and other Winfluence strategies, please visit us at cloudcast.us.
I'm Drew Schlosberg of Cloudcast Media, listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, nation's longest running community podcast. We're in our 20th year, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, 60 plus years of doing great things for folks living in San Diego County. So always good to have as a return appearance on our Spotlight show, Agnes Barrelet. She is the founder and executive director of Alpine Acres Sanctuary Farm. Talk a little bit about the summer camps. They're going on now, I'm assuming, through August or so?
Yeah, we actually run our camps all year round.
Okay.
And this year we have a very special person running the camps, and we just love it because she's able to give the kids even more fun things to do, and they can do like she has like art classes and theater initiation, and of course they are taking care of the animals and feeding the Tauruses and brushing the horses, and so it's really the kid says it's like the best day of my life, and one kid told us like it's 1000% great. But we don't have enough kids. Like we are relaunching this summer camp this year, and we are falling short with attendance. So I know that we are not like, in the center of San Diego. We are
right.
east, and it's a little bit more challenging than I expected.
Is the camp a week-long camp? Is it a day camp?
It's a day camp.
Okay, so it's 1 day. And are they there first thing in the morning till it closes? Is that correct?
9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And is it a certain age group?
It starts at 6.
6 till...
Until whatever. We even had some years we had adults doing it.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be a great activity as a team building activity for bring a company up there. But when they do it, how many kids are in a camp, so to speak?
We do up to 10 kids.
So 10, okay. But can you do multiple camps a day?
No, just one.
Okay, so you'll do one camp a day, right? But that goes on, as you mentioned, throughout the year. Obviously, during the school year, not during the day, of course.
Yeah.
Now, would you offer during the school year camps, but it is only on weekends?
It's only during the weekdays.
Oh, really? So how do you do a camp during school during the weekday?
Well, it's during the vacation.
Got it. So, got it.
And also we have homeschoolers that also can do it.
Well, and then listen, a lot of kids are in professional development and all that aspect of it. Do most of the kids come from the East County, or are they pretty much? Well, I know anybody's invited throughout the whole county, but where do most of the kids come from?
Yeah, mostly East County.
Yeah, exactly. So, what is regenerative farming? Talk about that.
Well, when I bought the land, the soil was completely dead. Nothing was growing, and it was just dirt. Now we've developed this 2-acre garden, and the soil is alive.
How'd you do that?
It took us a lot of manure, a lot of compost.
Right.
So why we say that we are regenerative, it's because it's a closed circle. All of the waste is actually reused on the farm. We take the manure, we take our browns and the greens from the land, and do our own compost. We also have a vermicompost bin where we do our own castings. And we use this for our garden. We don't use any pesticides or chemicals to grow our vegetables and fruits. It's only the compost and the castings that allow us to grow everything.
Now, do you sell any things you make from the ground at all? Are you growing vegetables? Are you growing...
We grow fruits and vegetables for the community. So we have a farm stand on site. We are delivering also in Alpine and Santee and Pine Valley. And we also use our veggies for our animals. So the Tauruses eat from the garden. And when we have surpluses, the pigs will also enjoy some snacks.
Yes, yeah. But you also sell eggs, correct? All types of...
Yes, we do. We sell ostrich eggs and geese, quail, and chicken and duck eggs. Okay,
so there is some sustainability with that aspect of it, right? If you were to say the Humane Society said, hey, we have 45 chinchillas or whatever the case may be, how much more animals can you take on your 20 acres? Or are you pretty much at capacity?
We are pretty much at capacity. We can take small animals, but even birds now, we are at capacity in our bird room. Our reptile room is full. Now our bunny room is also full. So it's right now it's a little bit challenging. But we have calls almost every day for pigs, roosters, ducks.
Is there an animal that you don't have at the farm that you would love to have? Zebra?
I have one.
So, okay, there you go.
I don't know, actually.
You couldn't have so my favorite animal is the tapir, okay?
Okay.
Could you have a tapir?
I don't think so.
Because there's not enough water?
No, it's just like I don't know if I have. No, I don't think I can. We need also permits and stuff like this for different animals. So
Yeah. My daughter's going to be disappointed. She knows that's my favorite animal. She wants to know why we can't have one in the backyard. I said, well, the baby tapirs are very cute, okay, but they grow into big tapirs and all that aspect of it. So, what's the most exotic animal you've had? And then, of course, exotic is probably in the eye of the beholder, I imagine.
Well, we have a zebra and we have an ostrich, emus. All of those to me are kind of exotics.
Okay.
It's not every day that you will see an emu.
Right.
We found our first one on the road.
Was just walking around.
He was walking down the road.
Where did he make a left or a wrong turn and got?
I have no idea, but we didn't find the owners.
So, okay, I love this story. So he's walking down the road. Where was it, in East County? You saw
It was actually on next to our road. Mm-hmm.
Next to your road, okay. So how did you say, come here, emu, and it came to you? How'd you?
No, we took our trailer and parked the trailer in the middle of the road, and
He went right in? Or she went in?
Well, I wouldn't
Was
say he
coaxed?
went right in, but we forced him a little bit to go in.
Do you have any events that you raise some money from?
We have our annual fundraiser gala every year in May, and then we do also our Easter egg hunts. We do the pumpkin patch in October.
Okay.
We do the Christmas tree lighting for Christmas, and then Saturday we will celebrate Bastille Day.
Oh, that makes sense. Right. Your homeland, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's just like a.
So what can our listeners do? Obviously, donations are huge, to say the least. Do you need volunteers? But it's mainly, resources and certainly capital to sustain what you folks are doing. Correct?
We need capital. We run with no reserve at all, and in the summer it's very quiet because of the heat. So right now we don't have any visitors.
Okay.
And we may have 1 or 2 families a day, and we need $1,800 a day. So we are running dry.
Okay, I was going to come up there this weekend, but I guess should I wait until there's a little cooler weather?
Well, it depends. I'm from the south of France, so it doesn't really bother me.
Right.
It's going to be, I think, 83 or 85 degrees.
How do the animals deal with that?
They're okay. They were pretty much born here, so
Right.
they are used to it. They do like us, They go in the shade and don't do much.
Yeah, they don't. Okay, all right. But I will get up there. I've threatened to do this many times. I'm gonna surprise you this year and get there. Any other things we can do to help support the Alpine Acres Sanctuary Farm? Yes.
It's the outreach. Tell your friends. Of course, come visit. If you want to volunteer, we welcome all the volunteers that we can get. We never have enough. But the main thing is, please come visit. Tell your friends. If you can donate. We of course we appreciate that.
We've talked about, as you know, doing a remote up there. At the
Yes.
And I think we'll chat with Brandon and Noah about this, and Charles just stepped away because we've talked about doing this for quite a while, and preferably on a Friday when there's a lot of activity going on. So I think we'll try to make this thing happen this fall.
It would be nice.
Yeah, it'll be real nice. Agnes Barrelet, it is always good seeing you. You do such great things. Next time, please bring in that bunny or bring in whatever you want to bring in. We love to have the animals in there, and wishing you nothing but great continued success with the Alpine Acres Sanctuary Farm.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I'm Drew Schlosberg of Cloudcast Media, listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg's Spotlight on the Community Show. We are the nation's longest-running community podcast in our 20th year, brought to you by the fine folks at Mission Fed Credit Union. And to our audience, we hope you enjoyed the interview.
You've been listening to an episode of Drew Schlosberg's Spotlight on the Community Show, amplifying the voices of social impact organizations, entrepreneurs, local nonprofits, and other community champions who shape the culture, creativity, and connectivity of San Diego community. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, bringing good things to San Diego for over 60 years. Learn more about what is good for you and good for all by visiting www.missionfed.com.